Aw, isn't he just adorable? So anyway, we've got our newest Kong friend here, Chunky. A Kong who sadly never appears outside of this game, even though he has more personality than, well, you know, he has more personality than Donkey and Diddy combined. Aww. Anyway, hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong 64, and after last episode's Mega Quest, we got it to Frantic Factory, freed Chunky, as well as collecting a few golden bananas and taking a trip down Nostalgia Lane. In this episode, we're going to be going back to Jungle Japes and Angry Aztec with Chunky, and, yeah, we'll be getting all of his stuff. He obviously has the same amount of bananas and everything else to find here as everybody, but, hello, Chunky. There are 5 golden bananas for you to find here, too. Anyway, there's, obviously, we already have some coins with him since we've been collecting those, mega coins. And they're, well, let's just put it this way. By this time in the level design, they are taking these already small levels and crammed bananas and everything else into just about every square inch that they could find. You know, and they didn't want to have them overlap, which means that, well, quite frankly, Chunky's pretty much just a cakewalk through this level. He does have a couple of rather awkward hiding spots for stuff, but really, compared to like Diddy or even Tiny, he really isn't that hard through this level. See, look at that. We were going to come up here anyway so we could get his shooter. And, you know, there we go. Now, you want to make sure to have a good supply of coins before you do this with Chunky, because he has a backlog of items that need to get purchased all at the same time for him to actually be able to complete any of his levels. We have the pineapple launcher! Got the oh, and yes, Funky does have an upgrade for us. Now take a look at this ammo belt, Chunky. All you Kong dudes get to carry more ammo for just 3 coins. I take it you up for it then. Yeah, son, all Kongs, ammo belt 1, which increases our ammo capacity from 50 to 100, which means that every time we reload our game, it'll, instead of starting out with 25 rounds, we'll start out with 100. Sweet. Alright, so now that we have Funky Shooter, or what's not Funky Shooter? Yeah, Funky Shooter for Chunky. We can come over here. Now, you know, I kept saying that we didn't have a Kong that could do anything with these boulders. Well, now we do. Because this is Chunky's overworld ability that he doesn't even need Cranky to teach him. He can lift up boulders with relative ease. Makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. Easy stuff. Now for this X, you might think, well, we probably need a special power to break through that. Nope. 3 ground pounds does it. And we enter Temple of Doom. Seriously, this is almost Angry Aztec-esque area. And it's like the mining cave in Banjo-Tooie, where the lighting is extremely inconsistent. Rare like to do this with their dynamic light. It's not quite dynamic lighting, but they like to pretend like they had dynamic lighting and screw with you. So we've got 2 switches here. Sweet, we hit them both. Cut the cutscene time in half. On one side, there is a golden banana. Pretty sweet. Now don't fall off, because if you fall off, you have to start the cave all over again, and then you have to walk across that narrow bridge and everything. You know, standard dungeon crawling stuff in this game. Grab some coins, because like I said, we're gonna need all of the coins we can get. Obviously, we don't need Chunky's. Why do I keep mispronouncing his name, poor guy? We don't need Chunky's instrument for this level. We didn't need it for any of the Kongs. But we do need 2 potions from Cranky and his shooter, as well as the ammo belts, which we don't have to purchase with all the Kongs, just with 1. Thank you, Chunky. You made me look good. And bad at the same time. So we're just gonna wait. You want to kill this guy before you jump across because his shockwave attack will knock you off the vines and into the pit. So even if you had to kill him and then wait for him to respawn, that's fine. Because they respawn after about a minute or so. Just kind of stroll around. I love Chunky's animations. He's obviously a gorilla, but unlike Donkey, he doesn't walk on all fours, no matter how slow he's going. He walks like a biped. He also has some awesome punches. Alright, so we got his blueprint and 2 golden bananas already. Remember what I said about this being easy? Well, it is. Now, we could walk back, but Chunky's feeling reckless. See, when you die there, all you do is go back to the entrance, so you just have to take a short cannon ride up to the top. Now, the thing about Chunky's role in this level is that since he's not essential to any of the other Kongs, all of his items, so long as you finish all the other Kongs already, are more or less self-contained. You can do them pretty much whenever the heck you feel like doing them. You know, obviously his collectibles are a little bit harder to find since you have to go pretty far out of your way. They're either blindingly obvious, like those ones on top of Funky's hut, or they're rather difficult in awkward spots. See, look at this. 3 banana balloons in one place. They were seriously running out of places to put stuff at this point in this level. And I'm still missing them all horrendously. Now you might think, well, what possible thing could bananas have for Chunky at this point? We've already gotten Trough and Scoff done in this level. Well, we need his banana medal. Okay, so gold banana up by Snides. 50 seconds to get there. This is the hardest one of these to actually do. Because Chunky does not have a move, unlike the other Kongs, he does not have a move that allows him to go any faster. So, you're pretty much just stuck running. What I do is I take, see, just 5 more bananas up on top of Cranky's hut. That's just dumb. But I just take Banana Port 4. Swim across here, take Banana Port 2, and you're right up here. You just gotta run like heck. Run, Chunky, run. Move that fat monkey. Move it. Oh, I missed it. Yep, that's what I do, is I take Banana Port 4 to Banana Port 2, and then use that. But, obviously, it's still hard. It's definitely the hardest one of those to get, but no worries. You can just, if you miss it, you can just, you know, go back. Ow. Chunky has some of the goofiest animations. Anyway, let's go back and visit Cranky now that we, failed that. Might as well. We can, get that banana on the way back. So Chunky's just got the 5 bananas in this area. You might think, how the heck did he reach those? Well, obviously, you haven't been paying attention. It's not like it's hard. And yes, you can get on top of Cranky's lab. It's solid. The things on top of it aren't solid, but Cranky's lab itself is solid. Perfected another one of my potions, Chunky. Yes, we'll take it. I just love his little backwards hat. Hunky Chunky, Cremonius something. I missed it. I was so busy fawning over Chunky's animations. You can now use my special barrel with your face on it. Leap into one and prepare to be amazed as you change size. You'll only be able to remain like this while you supply crystal coconuts. Though. And then for 5 more coins, he's got, it's your lucky day, Chunky! Somehow you've played well enough to earn my next potion as well. It's cheap at 5 coins. I'm sure you'll want this one too. Yes, we will, Cranky. Primate Punch, Sandwichium Knuckles. Sandwichium Knuckles. Knuckle Sandwich. All you understand is brute force, Chunky, so this should be perfect for you. Press and hold Z, then press B to smash anything that takes your fancy. I'm not letting you have another potion yet. So, we have two new moves with him already. His barrel ability, which is basically to grow gigantic, and then also his Z and press B. Chunky winds up and throws a haymaker. Now, you might think that's got to be a really powerful attack, doesn't it? Well, actually, sadly, no. It's not any more powerful than any other attack in this game as far as I can figure. Because every enemy that takes more than one hit is impossible to kill with punches anyway. Except for the bosses. It will come in handy against a boss later in the game, but aside from that, it's really not all that useful, because every enemy, aside from the ones that need special techniques to take them out, die in one shot anyway. The regular Kremlings, the naughties, everything like that. They all just, you know, you can all just... It's easier just to do his twirl attack, because he can do that without, actually without breaking stride, so... Alright, so we're doing about on par with what we did last time, but we want to try to get across this as fast as we can, so... Come on, Chunky, swim! He's got the dorkiest little swim animation, too. All of his animations are just so funny. Now, the thing about Chunky is that he's basically, the opposite number to Tiny, whereas Tiny's barrel ability, obviously, is to go small. Chunky's is to grow bigger. And he also is all brute force, whereas she's more about finesse and jumping power. And Chunky really can't jump that far. So, yeah, it's kind of, I can see where that kind of dynamic comes in. And that's, they're kind of paired together in the, like, the promotional art. You often see them standing by each other, like with Tiny sitting on Chunky's shoulders or things like that. Anyway, we got some more bananas on the way up to this area. That's why I didn't just, you know. So, we're gonna have, I believe, 5 more, so we'll make the total 80. Ow. Yeah, even though it seems like Chunky should be the biggest, most powerful Kong, nothing he does is ever really that much stronger than any of the other Kongs, except for pick up boulders. Which is one thing I'm really sad. I wish they could have just made him bigger. Sabella uses crystal coconuts. Cancel the move by holding Z and pressing left C. Yeah, I know that second squawk wasn't in there, but I just had too much fun doing Squawk's voice to leave it off. Anyway, there's a gigantic bonus barrel for us there, but we're not going to grab it just yet. We want to get these last few bananas, and then we're going to go ahead and jump in. And it takes a long time to spin down, because it's got to spin down all the way to regular size and then to...
Welcome to bonus stage!
Minecart Mayhem! Avoid the TNT cards! To speed up, press Z. To slow down, press B. To change lanes, use the control stick at any junction. Good luck! Okay, now this game is all about rhythm. You've got to find the pattern and then stick to it, because... Oh gosh. Yep, see there. What you gotta do is basically just trial and error, but every one of these, you're gonna have to do this at least, I believe it's 3 times in this game. Basically, it's a pattern. The barrels, if you follow a certain if you find a certain pattern and manage to follow it, then the barrels will always miss you. I don't know exactly why that is, but see there. It's like the AI is programmed to follow you is to try to close. The AI is programmed to try to close on you, but they physically can't at some points. I don't know exactly if it's a programming glitch or if it's just the way that this game is designed, but see, now I go to the outside and he's on the inside. We've got this. I'm sure that there's probably an FAQ or something out there that says, you know, just use intersection this, and intersection this, and you'll win. But I think it's easier for me just to feel out the situation, you know. And I believe we also have to go back into Hunky Chunky to get up to reach that banana. So, yep, there it is. All right, so we're done. That's all the Chunky stuff that he has to do in this level. So we're actually going to hit start. You can go to save, and then you can actually. This is something I haven't shown you guys yet. You can hit exit level. Confirm it, and it automatically teleports you from wherever you are in the level all the way out to the lobby. Pretty useful, huh?